Today I'm taking you into a world of love, heartbreak, money, class pressure, and the beautiful chaos between logic and emotion. This is not just a story. This is a masterclass in storytelling disguised as drama. By the end, you'll be able to speak English more confidently and tell stories with the power of a novelist. So sit tight, because Sense and Sensibility is about to feel like a movie made for you. Our story begins with the Dashwood family, a warm and peaceful household living a comfortable life. But comfort is fragile. Mr. Dashwood, the father, dies suddenly, and with his death, everything changes. The house, the land, and the wealth do not go to his wife or his 3 daughters. Legally, it all belongs to his son from his first marriage. Before his father dies, John Dashwood promises to take care of his stepmother and sisters. It sounds noble, but promises made in sorrow often fade in comfort. John's wife, Fanny, convinces him to do almost nothing for them. No money, no comfort, no support. Just like that, the Dashwood women become guests in the house they grew up in. At the center of this story are 2 sisters, Eleanor, guided by reason, and Marianne, guided by emotion. 2 ways of living, 2 ways of loving, 2 ways of suffering. In this difficult time, Eleanor meets Edward Ferrars, Fanny's brother. He is gentle, thoughtful, and humble. Eleanor likes him. He likes her. But both are shy, and their love begins like a whisper. Their connection shows something important: subtle emotions. Interest, caution, respect. They don't speak their love. They show it through small moments. But Fanny notices, and she does not approve. So the Dashwood women are told to leave the house, for real this time. They move to a small cottage in the countryside. It is tiny, but joy can fit into small places. Here, new characters enter the story. Colonel Brandon, quiet, older, carrying a sadness you can feel but cannot name. And Willoughby, young, charming, handsome, the human version of a romantic poem. Willoughby rescues Marianne during a rainstorm and carries her home. She falls in love immediately. He becomes her world. This is where the story shows how passion speaks louder than reason. Marianne laughs louder, dreams bigger, dances in the rain, and forgets everything else. Colonel Brandon watches her silently. He cares for her deeply, but he knows he cannot compete with youth and fire. Remember this moment, because everything is about to flip. Marianne and Willoughby act like they are engaged, but no engagement is ever announced. Still, Marianne glows with hope. Then suddenly, Willoughby leaves. No warning, no explanation. When she meets him again, he is cold, polite, and distant. Marianne's world collapses. This is a powerful storytelling technique. Build hope, then drop it. Emotion makes stories unforgettable. Seeking answers, the family travels to London. Marianne writes Willoughby letter after letter. No reply. At a party, she finally sees him. Her face lights up, his does not. Willoughby introduces his wife. Yes, his wife. Marianne is not just sad. She is destroyed. She realizes he never promised her anything. She built her own castle in the air. And the fall hurts. But the story does not judge her. It teaches us that emotion can lift you to the clouds or drop you into darkness. While Marianne suffers loudly, Eleanor suffers silently. She learns that Edward, the man she quietly loved, has been secretly engaged for years. He made the promise when he was young, and now loyalty traps him. Eleanor hides her pain to protect her sister. Her heartbreak is quiet, but just as deep. This balance of internal and external emotion is storytelling gold. Some characters scream their pain, others swallow it whole. Marianne soon becomes physically ill, not emotionally, but seriously sick. Colonel Brandon, who has loved her quietly from the beginning, carries her through the crisis. He stays beside her bed. He rides through storms to get help. He gives everything without asking for anything. This is the moment Marianne finally sees something she ignored. A man who loves not with fireworks, but with consistency. Not with chaos, but with stability. She survives the illness, but she is not the same girl who danced in the rain. News arrives. Edward is not married. His fiancée has left him for a richer man. Edward comes to the Dashwood cottage, simple, nervous, holding his hat like a schoolboy. He loves Eleanor. He always has. And Marianne, after her painful transformation, accepts the steady, loyal love of Colonel Brandon. The sisters find love, not the love they imagined, but the love that helps them grow. You have just listened to a story that survives centuries because it speaks to something universal. Eleanor teaches us that reason matters. Marianne teaches us that emotion is powerful but needs guidance. Brandon teaches us that quiet love is still love, maybe the strongest kind. Edward teaches us that promises shape destinies, and you, the storyteller, learn something else. To tell unforgettable stories, you must mix emotion, conflict, surprise, heartbreak, and growth. A story is not just what happens. A story is how it makes the heart move. If you want to learn English, tell stories. If you want to tell great stories, study the heart, because the heart is the true dictionary of every language.